So if you just bought Kajabi or you're thinking about buying Kajabi and you've logged in, you're staring at that blank dashboard, you've got about 100 buttons down the left-hand side and you've got no idea where to start, well, this video is for you. As I'm going to walk you through the 5 essential things you need to set up in order to get your first online sale. And they must be set up in a specific order in order to do so. And some people may think that this might be a little bit backwards, but it is the reverse order that your first customer will see. So I run my entire online business on the Kajabi platform, and I've walked dozens of my private clients through this exact process to get set up and get sales in the door fast. So if you are feeling overwhelmed right at this point, it's totally normal. Kajabi does a lot, but you don't have to do everything right out the gate. Follow these 5 steps and set them up and you should be good to go. So here's the thing nobody actually tells you. The way you should build this out is in reverse order from what your first customer will actually see. So if they see the offer, behind that is the product. Behind the product might be a landing page. Behind that might be a payment processor. And behind that, you have to actually set up your domain. So I'm just going to dive into my desktop and set these out with you step by step in reverse order. So here I am inside of one of my training sites. This is my Kajabi training site. And the first thing you need to do is connect a domain. If you haven't even purchased a domain, go and purchase a domain. I will link up to another video all about how to choose a domain, how to purchase a domain. They're relatively inexpensive, but this process right here will show you how to link this within Kajabi. So all you need to do is navigate down to settings in the bottom left corner. And then once you're in settings, you navigate to domain settings. So you might have to scroll down and it's in domain under your site settings. Now here, if you've already purchased a domain, you've got an idea of that domain name, you can set up custom domain. Kajabi will offer you a subdomain, but my advice would be to set up a custom domain. It's that little bit more professional. So from this page, you can either connect a domain to Kajabi or you can create a subdomain for your site. So this is a decision that you have to make as a business owner, whether you want your Kajabi to be your entire business domain. So if it's yourawesomedomain.com, that could be hosted on Kajabi. If it's something like training.yourawesomedomain.com or learn. or app. You could have Kajabi as a subdomain. That is only if you already have a site set up with another host. But my advice, if you're starting from scratch, connect Kajabi as your main domain, enter your main domain name here, and then just follow the setup wizard. It will talk you through how to set up name servers through Cloudflare, and you can just point all the traffic to your main Kajabi domain, and it may take 24 to 48 hours to propagate, but once you have your main domain, it could look something like this. So this is my main domain all set up within Kajabi. This is just timpeakman.com in my own Kajabi site. That is the domain I have purchased and linked Kajabi to. Everything you see here on this site is all under my domain. So that's the first step. The second step is to go and connect a payment provider. So again, within your Kajabi account, click in the settings. And then once you click into settings, it will be under payment setup. So this is under your payment settings, click on payment setup. Now Kajabi have effectively white labeled Stripe and given you a few other functionalities within it. So here, all you need to do is click get started. You can do this once you've set up your domain. You can leave that to run for the next day or two, but once you've actually actioned that task, come ahead and do this immediately. So go into get started. And if you've ever set up something like Stripe, it's very similar to how you set that up. So you've got to choose your location, choose your business, put all of your details in here so you can actually set up that payment processor so you can receive money from people who want your product or service. Now, an example of this in my live account, if I head back over to timpeakman.com, down here, one of the checkouts, you'll see something like this. So payment, you'll have an option of card or PayPal. I have actually set up Kajabi Pay within here, and you can just input card number, or you could actually go into Google Pay. If you were on mobile, you would also see Apple Pay here as well. And then this is just making it as frictionless as possible for people to give you money for your product or service. And I have done, again, another complete walkthrough on how to set up Kajabi Pay, and I'll link that up to this video. So after you've set up your domain and linked the payment processor, the next thing you need to do is set up your site. So go into, again, I'm into my training account. So once you go into website and you haven't chosen a theme yet, it's going to ask you to choose a theme. This is the first thing you need to do. You need to go through this theme store, the template store, and choose one. I've just got a free one. It's called Streamlined Home, and it looks something like this. If you're happy with this, just go with it for now. You can always change it later. You can always go back into the template store, choose another template, and then build this out in conjunction with your live one. Any of the templates that you're working on will just come down here, save templates, and then to edit or customize any of these pages, click into it, and then you can work on them from here. So I would probably update something like your branding, any logos, any colors or fonts that you want to actually showcase your brand. And you can do these on all of these pages. But don't let this be your showstopper, because you can actually do a lot of work on all of these pages. I would probably just choose your main home page and then work on that from here. Alternatively, you could come back out and then click on landing pages. They are all your website pages, and then click on any one of these landing pages, or even start a new landing page from scratch and build this out, because this is where you're going to actually showcase some kind of offer for people to land on. This is what you're going to share and then encourage people to click through to the next stage. So an example of a landing page would be something like this. This is one of my previous offers. Unlock the power of webinars to position and promote your irresistible offers. So this is how to sell via video, sell via a webinar, a video sales letter, however you want to call it. And this is just a very simple landing page showcasing one offer that people can get instant access just by clicking one of these buttons. So once you've set up your domain, you've got your payment processors linked up, and you've got a landing page up and running, the next thing is you need to choose a product. And what I would recommend is going to products and then selecting new product, and then starting with something like a coaching program. And the reason I recommend building out a coaching program is it's the most frictionless to set up. It doesn't take too much time. Just follow this process. I will link you up to a full video on how to set this up. But once you've set this up, people can then join, and you can coach them over one-to-one. You can have multiple one-to-ones with them. And it's just super easy to package everything in one place, and they can just join you on that journey. An example of a coaching program, I'm just going to show you in here. This is my library. If I was to click onto my one-on-one private coaching program here, it's very, very simple. You can play around with the look and the feel of this, but this is probably what someone's going to see. Up to 6 sessions, if that is what they need. They can click in schedule now. You can add notes. You can add resources here. You can add private notes, links or PDFs up here, and any of the recordings are going to be hosted right here for them to refer back to. So that's the first 4 things that I would set up from scratch. But the last thing is you need a checkout, or you need an offer. So here I'm going into my live Kajabi account now, and I'm just selecting pricing, and I've just clicked on one of my offers, the one that I've just shown you, the complete webinar blueprint. You've got a few things here. Again, I will link you up to a full walkthrough about offers, but the details here is the complete webinar blueprint. You've then got to link this up. This is the most important part. You've got to add a product to this offer. Now within Kajabi, products and offers are 2 separate things, but I would recommend you linking up your first offer to your first product. So have an offer that is all about your coaching, and have that product linked up, which is your coaching product. And within your offer, you have all the details, pricing. You can either charge one-time payment, recurring subscriptions, or payment plans. You can put whatever pricing you have in here. And as I've linked up Kajabi Pay here, you've got the options of selecting Kajabi payments, either giving them another Stripe offer, or if you want to get paid by PayPal, you can also link that up here. But as I've selected Kajabi payments, you've also got Apple Pay and Google Pay. And you've also got options of Klarna and ClearPay, which are just services that you can actually buy now, pay later in installments. But your offer has to be in the same currency as where your business is located. So here's an example of that. So if I go straight over into the complete webinar blueprint, this is one of the newer layouts of the checkout. So you've got an area where you can put some logo, some artwork. You've got some copy here which you can just describe what the offer is again or remind them, and then you can actually capture email, and then you can get their card details and then click pay now. So there we have it, the 5 steps I would build out in that order. Now, if you think about it, it's in the reverse order of your first customer is going to experience this. They're going to see the offer first. But a pro tip is you need to ask for the sale. So you need to share this offer or this offer link in as many places as possible. The more offers you put out there to the world, the better chance you're going to get a conversion and welcome in your first customer into your Kajabi. So those 5 steps, once more, in reverse order that your customer is going to see them in, is actually setting up your domain first, then setting up some sort of payment integration. Once you've done that, set up your theme or a landing page, put your logo and your branding on your account, and then start with a product. I would actually say start with a coaching product because it is the least friction to set up. And then devise your checkout page, design your offer so you can then put it out there into the world. Now, coincidentally, this is exactly what I teach in a lot more detail in my free program, Kajabi Unboxed. And you can get free access to that if you sign up to Kajabi with my link. As I am a Kajabi partner, I can get you an extended 30-day free trial. That's over double the 14-day trial available to the public just by using my link. And immediately on sign up, if you use my link, you're going to receive an email from me. Check your spam folder if it's not there, automating you access to this program, Kajabi Unboxed. Go through this program. It's going to give you a lot more detail about this entire process. And yes, this is an affiliate link, but all that means is part of your payment will come back to me in support of this channel if you decide to go over those 30 days and use Kajabi for your business. And if you continue past those 30 days and become a Kajabi customer like myself, as a second thank you from me, I'm going to offer you a second program. These are my Kajabi sales page templates. You can simply download these templates from my account and upload them into yours so you can build out a more in-depth sales page for your next products and services. So that link to start your Kajabi account with these bonuses, head to timpeakman.com/Kajabi and get access today. If you do these 5 steps in that order, you will combat the overwhelm and invite your first paying customer into your Kajabi account. So hopefully you got value from this video and I look forward to seeing you on the very next one.